tell us about tell us about your barbecue fails.
Right.
Some of the things that didn't go so well, that didn't make the Instagram page.
Right. Well, I had one a couple of weeks ago. Actually, I was talking earlier about some of the boxes that we get, and Andrea had a look at this. It was, in fact, it was on Sunday brunch. The guy was on Sunday brunch, and it was like a not pita bread, but certainly a flat bread with bacon and God knows what else, and it looked beautiful on Sunday brunch, in fairness. And so we ordered said box. It was like a naan, and it was, from the minute I started, it just went horribly wrong. So I put it on I did the bacon on a skillet, direct heat, and I turned me back. The bacon was just charred, absolutely charred. My wife, bloody hell, that's 25 quid. We're not going to get back. And she was not happy. So I said, well, I'll go to Tesco, darling, and buy some more bacon. So I did that. And as I did that, by the time I got back from Tesco, all the heat had gone out of the barbecue.
Oh, no.
The flatbread were about as much use as a chocolate fire guard. So that was a proper disaster. But we did try it the next day, albeit not on the barbecue, and we learned from it, did it ourselves, and it was perfect. The other real disaster, which happened before any of the cooking occurred, we had a street party where we live. There's 5 houses, and it sounds frightfully posh, but we have our own private road, and it's not really posh at all because none of us are posh. And there was just coincided that it was my wife's 50th, there was someone's 60th, there was someone's 70th, and the next door neighbours were getting married. Right, let's have a street party. We know that Ian likes the barbecue, so marvellous. So Ian will do the barbecuing. And I was slicing some food up on the mandolin. Just some vegetables.
I can see where this is going.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Next thing you know, bosh, finger end off. There's still a little bit missing, but I was down to A&E. One of the lady who was a 60th, she actually worked at the hospital. So I said, right, well, you're still barbecuing, Ian, so we need to get you in straight away. So she called me off to A&E. Everything was done, stitched up and whatever. And I was back within a couple of, well, certainly an hour and a bit. Right, you're back on barbecue duties, Ian. But that was, there was a lot of blood. And it wasn't just from the meat. It was not a good one. My daughter Charlotte told me to mention that, because she said, you've got to get that in, Dad, because, yes, you're good at barbecuing, but you've had 1 or 2 disasters. So Charlotte.
How was the cooking after you got your finger back?
We still had a very successful day. We had the pizza oven on as well, and we just kept knocking the pizzas out. I think we did lamb on the barbecue as well, because lamb cooks so well, and probably had kebabs. But yeah, it was a really, really good day. And we've been, well, we're gonna, when lockdown ends, whenever that is, when lockdown ends, we're gonna have another street party, and hopefully my barbecue skills have moved on a bit since then.
Well, I always say, if we're going to ask our guests for barbecue fails, I have to share my own, because I've got one so long, I've always got something to share, but you've brought one to mind to me perfectly. And if any of my university friends are listening to this, they're probably going to know A, what I'm going to say, and B, are already cringing. So this would have been about 12 years ago at university. And I bought a load of burgers from one of the butcher vans that you can sometimes get at car boots and everything. And they were frozen. So we brought them back and we wanted to put them straight away onto one of the instant barbecues. This was before I kind of knew what I was doing as well. And I just thought, I need to get these separated, but I don't want to use them all. So I'm not going to defrost the whole pack. So what stupid muggins here did was got the sharpest knife he could find, try and slide it in between some of the burgers and then twist it to pop it out.
Yeah.
Twisted it, separated them, but I was leaning on it. So my went straight down and the knife went into the top of my thumb, like the knuckle bit of my thumb. But it was a sharp tipped knife. So it dug into the bone. So I could do that, and the knife was stuck like that,
Jeez.
straight up. There wasn't much blood or anything because it was impacted. And it took about 3 or 4 minutes for me to be able to focus, because when I realised what I'd done, I was quite almost woozy.
Yeah, I would have been horizontal at this point. Conscious.
But it took a combination of 2 of us to get the knife out of my thumb, because it was proper jammed in. And it did bleed a lot. But being a university student, we weren't like, let's go to A&E or anything. We're like, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. So lots of pressure, patched it up, and just kept on going with it. But I've got a scar on the top of my thumb from it now.
Still, yeah.
And you never, ever try and separate or cut meat when it's frozen.
Not
Ever.
a good idea, yeah.
No. I learned that the hard way at the age of 21.